Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am super excited to come to you with another fresh new episode for your Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing well, having a great start or midweek out there, really. It's not a start to your week anymore. It is the middle of the week. And I hope you're crushing the day. If you're listening real time, maybe you're going to have a good day. Just say that over yourself. You're going to have a good day. Even if it didn't start out well, you can recover from it and start turning it around from the second you listen to this show. Just stop it, pause, say, you know what? It's time to have a good day. Reset, recalibrate. You're going to make it. It's all good. Hope you guys are well for real. Thank you for following along with us and tuning in and spending some time with us today. Today's going to be a really good show. Just quite frankly, I just truly, humbly want to be like, stick this one out. It's going to be worth it. It's not going to be long, but it's going to be worth it. We're going to unpack a lot here, and I think you're going to be able to break some barriers down if you listen and truly implement what we're going to talk about today. Before we get into the show, I want to say thank you to our friends and partners like LMN and Equip Expo. Equip Expo, 50% off your off your ticket right now. You can get in the door for $15 with code GG50. GG50 at checkout, equipexposition.com. Come hang out in Louisville. It's going to be a great time. You don't want to miss it. We had Chris Kaiser, the president and owner of Equip Expo. He is a fantastic interview, a fun guy to talk to. He's got a lot going on. Very smart guy as well. A very, very smart, accomplished dude. And we had him on the show a couple weeks ago, sharing about how this year's going to be different, great, big, all those things. And it was a great time. So we look forward to seeing you third week of October, Equip Expo. We also have code Jeremiah at LMN. So that's kind of where we're planting our roots here is code Jeremiah for everything. And I hope that you can see the value that LMN brings you through the things that we talk about on the show. It's not an overnight fix. It's not a one size fits all type thing. You have to take it and implement it in your business the way that you need to use it. But it is something that can change your life and your business over time if you use it well. I hope that you can do that. Code Jeremiah will save you 10% on your software and your Greenie subscription if you do that. So I highly suggest you start looking at that. If you've gone all summer and haven't used anything, start looking now. Start getting the process rolling so you can get onboarded in the end of summer into the beginning of fall here. And hopefully, if you guys do snow, get in here before snow hits you hard and get this stuff built and budgeted and all those things. So anyway, before we dive in, I just want to say thank you to you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. If we can ever help you, please reach out and let me know. Let's hop in. What I want to talk about today, very simple, but it's very hard to do, and a lot of people don't ever accomplish this in their company. They would be 65, 70, 80 years old, and they will never have accomplished this one thing to build their business, and it's simply letting go to grow. Letting go to grow and delegating so that you can create freedom for you and for them. Who is them? Them is your team. Them is your employees. Them is the people that you put food on their table and they put food on yours. Really quickly, I just want to kind of set the stage for you, I guess you could say. Think about this for a second. If you've ever said, it's easier to do it myself, right? This is your show. This is the one you need to turn it up on. Stop what you're doing, listen, turn it up on your earbuds. This is it. I will preface it by saying I'm not telling you have to grow a business. If you want to stay a solo one-man band and stay really profitable and get a lot of work done and work in the field and crush it and have really good quality and have really great connections and relationships with the customers, you do that. But if that's not your desire and this is what you're getting hung up on, let's hope we can break down some of those barriers today. I've been learning the hard way. Like, I've learned the last couple of years of what this looks like, what does work, what doesn't work, how you can overgive and not give enough, and then over expect as well. So it's not easy. It's an easy principle. It's not necessarily easy to put it into action every day, but it is possible because I'm doing it. So if I'm doing it, I promise you, you can do it. First thing that I want to go through is like, think about this. You're not letting go, you're leading. So when you let someone else do something, you're not just letting go of something. You are leading them. And it all comes down to the whole game as a business comes down to how good can you lead others and yourself. Letting go doesn't mean you're just like checking out and walking away. It means you're actually maturing. When you mature as a leader, you learn to let go more, right? And, we talk about church a lot on the show and how these things happen and this, that, and the other, and how church coincides with business and faith and all these things. And this is a great example that I love to church is not a business, by the way. Let me just preface that. They carry some same principles, especially as a church grows, but church is not a business. Get that out there, and let me get ahead of that statement. But they do have some principles to follow, and that's why I like talking to pastors, especially pastors that have shepherded a larger church well, because they are very good at being leaders. And in this example, you're not letting go of things. You're growing people because you grow a staff and then you grow a congregation that are all empowered to do things. Our pastor at our church, we go to a fairly good-sized church, and he does not do a lot of tasks that some would think he should do. But it's because he's very good at delegation and he's very good at building a team around him, so he can focus on the things that drive the church, which are the visionary, and he delivers the messages on Sundays, but he's shepherding the people, and that's where his time is. And so this is a very good example to think about. Like, you're not checking out. His job is very, very, very busy and time-consuming, but he's doing it from a point of, hey, let's lead people, let's shepherd people. During this process, you shift from, hey, I do everything, to you build people who can do things, right? And I'm seeing this like right now, and we'll talk about that in just a minute, but excuse me, big yawn. We'll talk about that in just a minute of what that looks like and how I'm seeing it like within the last 48 to 36 hours, 48 to 72 hours. You can tell I'm tired. And the benefits that brings you. And I just want you to realize that, like, if you truly want a business to scale, if every decision runs through you, it's not happening. If you don't empower your team to make decisions for themselves and with other leadership in place, your business doesn't scale. Promise you, plain and simple, hands down, it just doesn't happen. Because at the end of the day, your bottleneck's not your team, right? It's not the team. It's your need to control them in every way, shape, and form. That's the bottleneck. The bottleneck stops at what you know right now. Until you start hiring and leading people who know more about the trade and more about certain specific things in the trade that you do and your business performs, the cap is you. And that's right now, transparently, the cap is me and my business as far as like the kind of work we can do. And that's something I'm actively trying to break out of. And it's not easy. It's scary. But we're trying to do it because I want to do bigger and better work. And I don't have time to go learn all that bigger and better work. But I know that I can teach myself and learn to lead people who can do that bigger and better work. So following this trend, right, and moving on down through this topic, you have to realize freedom for you means ownership for them. Like, think about it like that. Freedom for you means ownership for them. When you can sit here and delegate, and you can delegate clearly, you free up your time, just like I was talking with my pastor, for the vision, the growth, and the lifeline of the business, right? That is what you do as a leader. I preach this to myself every day because I get caught up in the weeds just like you do. But you have to realize there's ways for you to get out of it. You just have to implement them, and you have to lead people. This is where I think like this can get overlooked, but I think it's part of the most important, and this is what I'm going to tell you how I'm seeing this now, is your team receives such purpose from it. Like they don't just help you anymore, right? They're not just a helper to Jeremiah or to Steve or to John or to Lucas or whoever, right? Like they stop helping you and they own their own outcomes. So they make decisions on projects, they make decisions on lawns, they make decisions on weekends on fur. Like, I see this weed, let's spray it. I need to make this adjustment on this project. They own those things. And so I am seeing this now in a role that I've been self-performing for the last year. And I just got to the point this season where I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like my time being sucked out here in the field doing this is not allowing us to grow. I was self-performing all of our irrigation work. So I taught myself irrigation in the last 12 months, and I self-performed it all and spent probably, 30 to 50 hours in the field doing irrigation work. But in the last 8 weeks, I have since handpicked and appointed one of our main guys to take this on, and he's going to take on lighting and irrigation. And so we sent him to a lighting course in the spring of this year, early spring, late winter of this year, and he loved it. I wasn't even there for it. Like, he knows more about irrigation. I mean, he knows more about lighting than I do. I still know more than irrigation about him, more about irrigation than him, but he knows more about lighting than I do. And I know lighting's simple, but like he has done it. And he went and troubleshot a job the other day that I knew nothing about. I was like, look, she called, this is what's going on. Can you go handle it? And he said, yeah, I got it. And he's owning this role very well. Like, it's very rewarding to see how he loves the role too. Right? Because he literally texted me the other night and said, thank you for allowing me this opportunity. I'm loving this role that I'm in. Like, unsolicited from me, I didn't ask for feedback, voluntarily texts me after hours and says, hey, I'm very happy with this new role. Thank you for the opportunity. And it's like, wow, that's awesome. Like, me getting out of my own way and stop thinking that I had to be the one to delegate everything. I mean, I had to be the one to perform the irrigation. I said, no, he can probably do it. He can learn it. And he's learning it the same way that I learned it out in the field. But he can call me and I can walk him through some things. He can call our supplier and they can walk him through some things. But he's loving it. And he's problem solving. He's owning this stuff. And that is like, he loves it and I love it. It's so refreshing to see he actually takes this responsibility and says, look, it's mine, let's go. I'm like, yeah, it's yours. Take it and run with it, buddy. Now we get to pump your sales. And it also helps that we are building out a very, very, very profitable division if we can build it the right way. So anyway, I promise you, if you do this and do it well, you'll be surprised what people can do when you actually just give them the chance to do it. Because this guy's is not doing, like, if you asked me a year ago, I didn't think that he could probably do this, but he's taken and running with it. And so he's grown so much the last year. He's like impressed me so much. And he's really invested into how we're going to grow. So I'm like, all right, let's go. Like, take something and own it. And he wants to own it. So sweet. But the basis of this, the core of this, is you have to trust your employees, which means you have to have players on your team that you can actually trust. Because when they feel trusted, they'll start acting like it. Like, they'll start making these decisions. They'll start wanting to work. They'll start wanting to actually add value to your company, not just trade their time for money. It's a lot. It's kind of heavy, but it's doable. Last thing I want to kind of walk through with you is you don't have to do this all at one time, right? So start small. Start small. This started small with me in 2021 when I messed up my hand and I had to turn over mowing. right? Like I still went out on landscape jobs with a club on my hand. 2 weeks later, I went out on landscape jobs. But that was when I started handing over mowing because I had to. I had no choice. But it started with mowing, right? And then, I don't know, 18 months ago, 24 months ago, it started with some landscape projects. And that grew and developed, and now it's into irrigation and lighting, right? Like, this is where we're going. This is how we're growing. And it did not happen overnight. It did not just flip a switch and say, all right, y'all got it all. You could do that if you have the right people on your team and you can lead them the right way and manage it. But if you can't, you don't have to. Pick one thing, right? Here's a few examples. Pick one thing and actually stick to it. Let someone else handle your scheduling. That's a big one. I'm still hung up on scheduling, right? That's a flaw that I have. I still schedule because I think, you don't know this, you don't know this, you don't know how to do this, you don't know this customer, That's a big one that I'm hung up on. And I really, I have to hold myself accountable to this. I need help getting out of the scheduling game. Let a crew leader run the next job start to finish. So if you got a landscape project, let the crew lead run it. You tell them what you got, you show them the scope, you tell them the materials, let him run it. And you can be there, but he's in charge. You're following his lead. You ask him, instead of solving a problem, you ask him, hey, this is your project. What would you do here if I wasn't here? And you let him give his feedback, and you take it and you grow with him. If you have a VA or something, let them start writing estimates. We're building those out. We're building that right now. We're building prod rates so that other people can estimate. Our salesman can estimate. Our VA can estimate. So we can start cranking work a lot faster. What this does is it gives structure to your company, it gives clear expectations for them as well. And it's one of the things where if you just step back and let them go, they're probably going to show you they can do it if you have good people. And if you don't have good people, that's going to show as well, and then you got to cut them fast. Get the cancers out. Remember, this is a different saying, right? This is take this one and take it to the bank, I promise you. So you hear most people saying employees doing it at 80%, what you would do at 100 is pretty good, right? Like customers are happy. Well, this is probably one that you are probably stuck in right now in the heat of summer. Done their way at 80 to 90%, it's better than done your way at 0 because you didn't have time, right? That probably hit you between the eyes. What are you missing? What are you not following up on? What are you not getting done because you, quote unquote, don't have time because you try to own everything and don't delegate? Pick one thing. Please pick one thing that you're holding on to and get rid of it. Let someone else do it. Turn it over fully, not halfway, not half in, half out. Let them have it. Manage it. You cannot just turn it over and not manage it. Turn it over and manage it. And I promise you will see benefits from it. You have to show them that they can do it. You have to show them they can do it. You have to pump them up. You have to energize them. And remind them that, listen, your vision is to build a company that their vision can fit inside of. So you find out their vision, and then you build a company so that their vision can fit inside of it. We have guys right now who want to buy lake houses. All right, you want to buy lake houses, you're going to be making some money, buddy. Well, that means our vision for the company has to be so big that his fits inside of it. So that means we grow the company. And we, in turn, help them build the life that they want. I hope that hit you between the eyes a little bit. I hope it gave you some good perspective. It's actionable. It's not pump you up. It's just hey, X's and O's, you can do it. Go knock it out. Hit it between the eyes. Knock it out of the park. You can do it, guys. That's Little Wednesday Pick Me Up. Hope you guys are having a great week. If you want to come back here on Friday and check us out, come back and do it. We'll have another great show for you, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for our company and yours and everything else for the end of 2025. So without any further ado, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That wraps this one up, and we look forward to catching everybody here on next week.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.